Hi, I'm Moose Games, and I'm working on a 3D action adventure game where you can transform into animals called Wandering Beasts. And this is the 7th devlog, and I will show you how I made the transformation mechanic today. So, yeah, before that I figured out how to make the camera rotate around the player. All I needed to do was check one box. Technically, the player movement is finished, but there is one slight problem. So, if, let's say, Gary the Duck was our player, and the come on, there we go. So, my camcorder is obviously the camera. So, Gary the Duck, the camera is behind Gary the Duck. And then Gary the Duck, the camera rotates in front of Gary the Duck. Gary the Duck should be able to walk towards the camera if he hits forward. But that's how my thing already is, so it just doesn't feel right. Like, my brother tested it and he said that player movement is fine when the camera doesn't move because the camera is stationary. So it would move along with the player. So there wouldn't be any problem. But since the camera can rotate, he says it feels weird having to do inverse things, because in order to go forward in this dimension, I guess, technically you'd have to go forward. You'd have to press S, which is backspace, which is back. You'd have to go back to go forward, and then everything else would just be inversed. So I have to figure out how to do that. And then later this week I did redraw Sam, the player. He's got a jacket now. The reason his name is Sam is because in the original sketch, my brother thought that this scribble said Sam. I can see where he's coming from, but it was just a scribble. So, yeah, this is the new Sam. He's got a hoodie. Yeah, so now on to the main event. So the player transformation mechanic is actually pretty simple. It took me less time to figure it out than how to make the player move. Okay, I admit that is kind of sad. It is, I'm not gonna lie. It is kind of sad. So, yeah. So basically what you have to do is you have to set the player to invisible and the animal to visible. And every time you add in a new animal, you have to add that into the sequence and all that jazz and yada yada yada. Yeah. And I don't know. So you can see that I only have 3 animals set up. That's because I don't know what I'm gonna do with one of the birds. Because since they're both birds of prey, which is pretty much the opposite of what Gary the Duck is. So Gary the Duck eats things like worms. I don't know what else ducks eat. Yeah, but like birds of prey would eat things like smaller birds, bird eggs, fish, stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know what ducks eat. Some duck expert's gonna have to fill me in on that. Call me out. I don't care. I don't feel like looking it up right now. And then I went on a trip and saw some nice scenery. And now you can see where I will be getting my inspiration for Wandering Beast. Here's a clip. I hope you guys liked this video. Also, Gary the Duck has something else to say. He says, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to hit that bell, it would also be appreciated.